mechanics. Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory in Fond du Lac, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Don and the team at Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory invite you to discover who has made Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematory the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the community. To find out more about Kirky Funeral Chapel and Crematories, visit kirkyfuneralchapel.com.
Don Kirky and staff, Kirky Funeral Chapel.
Good luck to all area athletes from the entire staff at Kirky Funeral Chapel.
FBS Bank is here to help you achieve your dream of home ownership. For a limited time, we're offering home loans with just $595 closing costs plus title. Whether you're buying a new home or wanting to refinance, our experienced team is here to assist you. Visit our website at fbsbank.com or give us a call at 1-800-242-7880. Our friendly and experienced team will help guide you through the journey with FBS Bank. FBS Bank, banking made personal.
For over 100 years, the name Cole is synonymous with quality fuels, lubricants, and propane. That's because Cole is the area's trusted source for farm, construction, and trucking companies, as they partner with these companies to help them achieve their unique goals. The team at Cole Oil and Propane is dedicated to serving you. They pride themselves on a customer-first approach and work hard to make sure you're satisfied. You can rely on Cole for prompt delivery, competitive prices, and quality service. Learn more at ColeOilAndPropane.com.
The Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on here on Radio Plus Sports. The Fond du Lac Cardinals and Hortonville Polar Bears heading into tonight in very similar spots. Fond du Lac last year, 19-8 overall, 14-4 in the FVA, went to the sectional semis, one of their best seasons in recent memory. Hortonville, 17-8 overall, 11-7 in the conference. They were regional semifinalists before they fell to their conference rival in Neenah. Michael, looking at both of these teams, very similar in terms of how they performed last year, and they kind of took the exact same step and a half back this year, both looking to turn the corner with about 8 games to go.
Well, and I'm just over the moon excited for the Josh Dilling era here at Fondy High. I know him from when I was just a little boy in the neighborhood playing Foursquare. I mean, man, this guy and I go way back, and he's a great dude. I think he's going to be a great coach. He's got a lot of young talent here in Fondy, and I'm very, very excited for the future here.
He is a fresh basketball mind. He just graduated college last year, was doing some grad studies, was playing Division I basketball in college at Northern Kentucky, and 5 years ago, that's all it was. He graduated high school at Oshkosh North. So this is someone who was in these guys' shoes, the seniors, 5-6 years ago. Really encouraging to see what they've been able to do under his leadership the last couple of games. A huge thank you to the Sorauer Family Dental Team for being a part of our high school sports coverage. Dr. Todd Sorauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Sorauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Sorauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SorauerDental.com. That is SorauerDental.com today. Quick look at the FVA standings. Appleton North and Kaukauna now tied atop the standings. Kaukauna is no longer undefeated after falling to Appleton North at 11-1 apiece. Neenah is 9-3. Kimberly is 8-3. Fond du Lac knocked them down a peg back on Friday. Oshkosh North 6-5. Oshkosh West 5-6. Fond du Lac's in striking distance at 4-7. Hortonville right behind them at 3-9 in league play. Appleton West and Appleton East 1-11 and 0-12 to round that out. Michael, last time these two teams played, you were just talking about the Josh Dilling era. It was the first win ever in the Josh Dilling era. So they were feeling real happy. He got his first W. They were on the road. He told me yesterday they're feeling even happier after taking down a team like Kimberly on Friday. First time this year they've taken down a team with a winning record.
I think, Corey, this is a great keep the momentum going win. You mentioned that this would be a great home win for the Cardinals in the Josh Dilling era. The first home win is what they're going for today. And, a win like today, you win 3 of your last 4. You're in kind of the bottom of the table, but you're making a run to get back into that contender spot. They have a chance still. They can still do this. It's not over yet. So Fondy's got to keep it going, and a big one here tonight is definitely going to be helpful.
Absolutely. Let's look at what happened the last time Fond du Lac and Hortonville played. We did just mention it was the first victory overall in the Josh Dilling era. Fondy went to Hortonville. By the way, they're 4-1 on the road this year. They have been road warriors. Two ways to look at it. They've struggled here, but when they go on the road, they've been taking names. They beat Hortonville 66-52. And that kind of follows a trend. When this Fondy team scores 65 points, they're 3-2 on the season. When they don't score 65 points, they're 1-10 in the remainder of those matchups. So something to keep an eye on if they can hit that mark today. We'll take a quick look at key players. First for the visiting Polar Bears. Nobody on this squad is scoring 10 points a game, but there's 6 different guys scoring at least 5. It's a well-rounded squad. Elliot Vetter leads the charge for them. He's a 6'4 senior, 8.2 points per contest, scored 12 against Fondy a month and a half ago. And for Fond du Lac, they've unlocked a new cornerstone on this offense. Keandre Schaefer-Cotter scored a team-best 20 points in that stunner of a win over Kimberly on Friday. It was just his second game of the season. Kind of knocked some rust off against Kaukauna a week ago, and then all of a sudden he snaps off and scores 20. So that's a huge new element to their offense.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to watch this team. This is going to be one of my first times seeing this younger side. I've seen a lot of these guys over the last couple of years play really well. Some guys that come to mind for me are, for Fondy is definitely Byron Jones. I'm really looking forward to seeing him play. He's had a few starts last year as a freshman, which was really fun to see, and just a lot of exciting young talent, as you said. Yeah,
he's got hops, man. He threw down a dunk in a losing effort against Kaukauna, but there was a loose ball, 50-50. I believe Jacobitz and Mikulkevich hit the ground to try and grab that basketball. Byron leaked out the backside and threw it down on a Kaukauna defender. So we'll keep an eye on him as well. We'll step aside for another break as the Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show rolls on, and when we come back, it'll be time for the Pinot Keys to the Game, built by Pinot Construction, here on Radio Plus Sports.
Walk right in. That's the laid-back feeling you have when you work with the Roush Insurance Agency in Fond du Lac. Their agents are dedicated to putting your mind at ease when you make your insurance decisions. They live, work, and play here, and will make sure that they are there at the time of need for their clients and families. Visit RoushINS.com for more information or walk right in. 770 South Main Street in Fond du Lac. The Roush Insurance Agency, your hometown insurance team for over 30 years.
Scotty's Auto Works for affordable auto care, from tires and alignments to routine auto maintenance. Trust the guys at Scotty's Auto Works, next to Pump and Pantry, Fond du Lac.
Each week, Lens Truck Center and Radio Plus Video Sports team up to provide a play of the game. Congratulations to this great play of the game.
Parker, good cut by Giesland. It can't find a shot, though. Angle was too bad. Here is Byron Jones. No, gets his own rebound, and one for Byron Jones. Byron Jones. Circle that down at the 15:06 mark for some momentum for the Cardinals to get it within 2, maybe 1 with the and 1.
That great play of the game propelled Fond du Lac to a conference win in Kimberly this past Friday night. A great game for the Cardinals. Again, thanks to Radio Plus Video Sports, Jeff's live streams, and Lens Truck Center as they sponsor our play of the game.
What we worked on in practice, finally getting our first opportunity to show what we've been working on about getting the win. Working together. Like in the first half, you could tell that we weren't playing defense, just not jump to the ball. Everybody was lazy. Even in the second half, we turned around. After our talk with coach in the locker room, him forcing us to keep our heads up. We knew we weren't going to get called or none, just keep playing.
We are down to 1:05 left. Here comes a breakaway. Byron Jones up for a slam dunk! Byron Jones flushes it in front of the Fond du Lac section. Fond du Lac up by 5.
We got the trucks at Lance Truck.
The Integrity Saw and Tool pregame show continues here on Radio Plus Sports. Your Pinot keys to the game, built by Pinot Construction for Hortonville. Brute force inside. Head coach Matt Hintz said he felt like Fond du Lac was the more physical team. That's what the Polar Bears want their brand to be. And as the smaller team, Hortonville can't afford to give them any extra edge. For Fond du Lac, it's going to be patience per possession. Head coach Josh Dilling told me earlier this week, second half of the Kimberly game, that was the most patient this team has ever played, and it led to the Cardinals' first win against an opponent with a winning record this season. We'll step aside for one last break here as we get ready for the national anthem starting 5 when we come back here on Radio Plus Sports.
Here we go.
Every customer can be a Signature Home customer. I think that's what Signature Homes does really well, is that we can touch not only the customer who's building for the first time, but also the customers that know what they want and want to pull pieces of other property that they've lived in and loved. And you can really trust that we know what we're doing and that we have 30 years of experience in the market doing it with quality craftsmanship and a lot of style and design. And at the end, we get a chance to walk them through and see their smiling faces, and we know that we've achieved our goal.
Just like a great team, National Exchange Bank and Trust knows that success is built on strong relationships and trust. Since 1933, the bank has been locally owned and focused on serving the needs of our community so that our friends and neighbors can live the life they want. Let National Exchange Bank and Trust be your financial teammate for life, because when it comes to your financial goals, we're here to help you stay ahead of the game. Visit nebat.com to learn more.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Best Craft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Mart.
It is time for your Sargento Cheese starting lineup. Starting out with Hortonville, the Polar Bears roll into today 4-13 overall, 3-9 in FBA play, led out there by a head coach Matt Hintz. Number 5, a 6'4 senior guard Elliott Vetter leading the way with 8 points per game. Number 10, a 6'2 small forward Blake Idle. Number 14, a 6'1 guard Max Chan. Number 21, a 5'11 senior guard Aiden Sweeney. And rounding it out for Hortonville is number 30, a 6'2 junior small forward Roman Glad. And we'll let the pomp and circumstance go on here with the red out.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system. Announcing the commencement of the weekly Fond du Lac basketball game sanctioned by Fond du Lac High School. For the next 2 halves, bring your energy and let all who enter know this is Cardinal territory.
And now let's welcome your Pawnee Cardinals back to the Duty Field House and introduce their starting lineup. 6'6 sophomore number 1, Byron Jones. A 6-foot sophomore number 3, Eli Nickelcavage. 6'3 junior number 10, Kamon Barker-Hersey. A 6-foot junior number 12, Mason Geisman. And a 6-foot sophomore, number 23, DeAndre Schaefer-Cutter. Please welcome the rest of the Cardinals. They are coached by Josh Dilling.
There is your Sargento Cheese starting lineups for Fond du Lac. it's Byron Jones, Eli Mickelkavich. Number 10, Kaman Parker Hershey scored 13 points against Hortonville last time these two teams played. Number 12, Mason Giesland. Number 23, he could be the reason this offense has unlocked the final third of the season going into the postseason. 23 is Keandre Schaefer-Cotter, a 6-foot sophomore guard. 20 points for Josh Dilling's squad in a statement win over Kimberly this past Friday. Both teams relatively healthy for your Bauer Chiropractic injury report. Hortonville top to bottom is healthy. No Xavion Davis for the Cardinals today. And as you see, Fond du Lac in white tops, white bottoms, maroon lettering and numbering, and black outline. Taking the ball from left to right on your screen. Jones hands off to Mickelkavich, draws two, and kicks back out to the top of the key, touching it briefly. Schaefer-Cotter, 2 games into his 2025-26 season. Quick deflection from Elliot Vetter, and we've got our first pause in play.
Man, if you're putting up 20 points, you gotta think Hortonville's coming in saying, hey, we got to put some eyes on this guy today.
Circle him on the scouting report, right? And there is Mr. 20 points, handing off to Byron Jones, one of 3 returnees from last year's sectional semifinalist team. Back to Schaefer-Cotter. Dribbles inside and loses the basketball. It's picked away by Roman Glad. Here come the Polar Bears, looking to do exactly to Fond du Lac what Fondy did to them a month and a half ago. Steal a win in the other team's house. Again, nobody on this team scoring more than 9 points a game, but a lot of guys between 5 and 9. Well spread out attack. Vetter, jumper, purity, and he gets Hortonville on the board. Minute 10 gone by. Schaefer-Cotter, a little give and go, had some space outside. Parker Hersey uses his leverage and misses off the right side of the window. Jones losing the ball in the air, tips it up, and here comes Aiden Sweeney the other way. Sweeney rises, can't get his shot to fall. Jones long rebound, he comes the other way.
I think Fondy's got to stay calm today. This is a big win if they can get it. They can't be playing too scrappy here.
Especially early, right? You don't want to get into the foul trouble as Parker Hersey is rejected by Roman Glad.
They're making it happen. They're getting the ball in the paint, just like I said, a little bit. You know, you see the ball go down there, and they're just a little on edge yet. Still kind of dusting off the cobwebs here.
Was talking with head coach Matt Hintz for the Fondy Family Dental Coaches Smile interview before the game, and he said, Fond du Lac straight up out-physicaled his Hortonville team. Said that can't happen. Very similar identity to Fond du Lac when sometimes they're the smaller team. They've got to be the ones fighting for the 50-50 balls, getting on the ground. He said we can't have a repeat of that performance. And you saw the early block there. They're sending a message. Schaefer-Cotter for 3. They gave him space.
That's huge. You got to think, Corey, you got to think we're seeing more of that tonight.
Again, 1 for 7 against Kaukauna. Kind of was shaken off the cobwebs and then broke out last Friday. 3 ball on the other end is short from Blake Idle. 5.3 points per game for Idle. 6'2", small forward, a senior. Parker Hersey, top of the key, back to Schaefer-Cotter, takes a ball screen. Rises up, and it's short, but Parker Hersey gets the rebound. Far corner 3 on the way is short. But a long rebound by Mickelkavich. He's alone in the corner and can't make it happen. 3 different chances as Elliot Vetter was walking the tightrope on the far side.
Man, and you got to think Fondy's got to convert there. They get a break here by the accidental step out by Hortonville, but man, 3 wide open opportunities. One of those has to fall.
Hoping they do as the game goes on. Schaefer-Cotter uncorks another 3. And it's off the back of the rim. Parker Hersey sends his defender tumbling and puts it home to take the Cardinals up 5-2.
The offensive glass, that's huge, Corey. Just, you got to be strong down there. Like you said, not a ton of big guys, but if you can be strong in the paint, get those offensive boards, start putting them back in, those second chance buckets, they'll add up quick.
Parker Hersey on Friday, he's 6'3", not the tallest on the team, had 8 offensive rebounds by himself. Fadeaway jumpers pure from Elliot Vetter. He's got all 4 points for the Polar Bears, who find themselves down 5-4.
Yeah, and that just sounds like hustle to me. I mean, I think that's what this team is going to pride themselves on is we aren't the biggest squad. We're not necessarily hitting you with every attribute, but we'll hustle. We'll get that second chance bucket if we need.
You're seeing both teams kind of have that same persona. Look inside for Parker Hersey, gets it to go. He draws the foul and one. He'll go to the line, and that's the second level of Schaefer Cotter's name. Yeah, he could put up 20, but he's also got gravity, drawing a couple defenders. You see him look inside to Parker Hersey, draws the foul, and he's got a chance for a good old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, that's a great finish, and I've loved this duo dynamic already. These two have really been controlling the game.
Yeah. Working in the pick and roll as it's 7-4. Fond du Lac's coming off a nice shooting night, too. They went 6 for 15 from 3. Not really their MO, but they started to catch fire from beyond the arc as Parker Hersey's quickly up to 5 by his lonesome. 8-4 and a turnover. Byron Jones in space. Byron Jones backs against his defender. Kick out, 3-ball with space, too far. They're getting good looks, just not getting them to fall.
And the ball goes out of bounds there, and they're just going to say foul on Fondy. But right, like you said, they are getting great looks. They're controlling the game right now. They just got to convert. They just have to convert. 4-point lead here early. Could be more, though.
It really could. Right from the Right Way Home Improvement opening tip-off, we've seen Fond du Lac shooting the 3. They shot it at a high clip a handful of days ago. They still have that 4-point lead to start. Little trap concept, 3 on the way from Vetter is off the mark. Here comes Schaefer Cotter. Ahead to Mikulkevich, handoff pass to Parker Hersey. You see the ball screens for Schaefer Cotter and the attention he draws once he touches the ball. And a turnover near side for Fond du Lac. Something they've worked on. That average was near 20 per game early on. Signs of being a young team. They've ticked it down to about 17. They've been getting closer to having like 12, 13 a game and starting to average out.
Yeah, and you can see, like, I know you talked about with Josh Dilling that the patience is what they need, and it's there. There's a nice bucket there from Hortonville.
Mid-range jumper from Vetter again. He's got 6.
It's just huge, Corey. I think if they can be patient and not panic when they have the ball, they've got good ball movement skill. We can see that clearly.
Schaefer Cotter losing it on the ground, and you see he got a little urgent there. Happy feet rolling inside of the left side of the lane.
But, I mean, that comes with time. You can just see that the potential in this team is so high, and that's something you got to look forward to if you're a Fond du Lac high school fan.
And if you're going to choose a part of the season to play your best basketball in, February, March, pretty good one as Vetter misses his triple. He's got all 6 of his team's points right now. Jones inside, draws 2, finds Parker Hersey. They go outlet back to Mason Giesland, coming off a 3 for 5 3-point performance on Friday night. Giesland with the head fake 3 inside-out crossover, loses the handle. Jones picks up his dribble and passes back to number 12. They're starting to hunt for the inside shot now. Jones from 3, can't get it to go. Parker Hersey with an offensive rebound, times up his defender and gets his team into double digits.
That's just a fundamental ball play right there, giving the pump fake a great sell, and then he just, I mean, that's a free bucket right there.
He's coming alive, man. 4.5 points a game, coming off a 6-point, 10-rebound performance. He's got 7 already right now. As another turnover. Pause this play here for a moment. We got a handful of substitutions. We'll catch you up on those. Julius Ferguson checks in for Fond du Lac. Jensen Jacobitz checking in. The other 3 on the floor the same for now.
I think Fondy started very well today. I think they've been 3 here from
Schaefer Cotter again.
Come on. It's heating up here in Fond du Lac tonight. It might be 11 degrees outside core, but it's getting hot in here tonight, huh?
Schaefer Cotter's right hand is red hot. He's up to 6 by himself. It's all him and Kamad Parker Hersey right now.
It has just been a dominant offensive performance. They're getting good looks, and now they're starting to convert. It's a wild play here.
Almost forced a turnover. Jayden Van Handel loses the handle, but he'll keep the possession. Noah Rint, who just checked in, the 5'7" junior guard, will have the baseline inbound pass.
And Hortonville looks like they're kind of struggling to figure out this Fondy defense right now and kind of shooting themselves in the foot with a few of these passes.
Kellen Pavic shoved off the right elbow. And Michael, you look across the board, at least with the fresh 5 we have out there right now, Fond du Lac's got the size advantage, except for Kellen Pavic, who's 6'4", and he just picked up an early foul.
It's looking like all Fondy right now. It's a great charge take. I mean, that's something that you learn from, grade school basketball camps. How to take a charge. How do you do it? You give them the body and hope it goes your way, and that one went Fondy's way, and here comes...
And that goes the other way. Calling the pushes early.
A little bit of the opposite of what I just said there. So that'll happen. It's a tough play in basketball. The block charge call, when you're watching on TV and your favorite players, LeBron gets a lot of those charges, and you never know which way it's going to go, and it makes the game exciting.
It's that fine line, right? How much is too much? You got to figure out each crew. First 9 minutes are brought to you by Wisconsin Lighting Lab, by the way. 13-6, Fond du Lac has a commanding early lead. Looking for that first home win of the season. This crowd would love that.
That'd just be huge. Huge for morale for the team, huge for Coach Dilling. And, to get that 5th win of the season, too, after winning your last game, too, it's huge.
Kellen Pavic draws a foul this time. He'll go to the line for 2. And this is good support, right? Like, you just take a snapshot of this audience and say, guess the record. You're not going to say 4-12. And Coach Dilling said, credit to everyone here. They're 0-8 at home right now, but it doesn't look like it when you peer out at the bleachers.
Mm-hmm.
First free throw rims in for Pavic.
I remember back in the day, I was on the pep band, so I was at a lot of basketball
Providing
games.
the hype.
During the, I don't know if you know the name Luke Lowy, went on to play for the Minnesota Gophers.
Okay.
Played here at Fondy, and people like Jordan McCabe were going up against him. He went on to play at West Virginia. A lot of great ball players come from Wisconsin, and I think we can forget about it. I mean, we all remember Travis Diener.
Yep.
Went to play. He was here. A lot of great players come, and there.
Jensen Jacobitz gets on the board, trying to put his name in with those living legends. McCabe's back in the Green Bay area. He's an assistant coach for the Phoenix under Doug Gottlieb right now.
I remember watching him. He was a crazy ball artist. Just didn't look like he was in the right room.
No, that's a good way to put it.
Yep.
Ball on a string. And he went viral, too, right? Internet sensation to the point where people would be driving 30 minutes, an hour, hour and a half just to go see Jordan McCabe.
Absolutely. A lot of fun games here in the past. I remember being up here with my dad, Greg Stensland, calling Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, yeah.
Watching him dunk and knowing what he would turn out to be, man.
Got 2 turnovers in about 3 seconds there. Mikulkavich lost the handle. Deflection inside. Hortonville trying to draw back closer. They're down 7. 3 ball on the way from a left wing is short. TJ Johnson, or Jaden Van Handel, unleashed that one. Mikulkavich on the other end. Rims off. Scoring coming to a temporary standstill as Kellen Pavic works through 2 defenders, and they're going to say he drew the foul in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's as much as of a low-scoring affair it is right now, it's really not because of a defensive game. It's just been a lot of missed shots, and it's really just going to come down to who can get more to fall here as we move forward. Who makes more mistakes, really? Who can capitalize off of that? And that happens a lot in high school ball, and those are what makes the best teams.
And we've seen, like you just said, right? Fond du Lac's had a couple of open threes. Hortonville had an open 3 on that prior possession. Kellen Pavic is up to 4 points, all at the charity stripe. Julius Ferguson starts off at the top of the key. Little give and go between he and Parker Hersey. They go around the perimeter. There's TJ Johnson whipping it across. Mikulkavich in the corner. 15-10. Fond du Lac's led the whole way. Miscommunication, and Hortonville takes over. But can't get the transition bucket. That was Blake Shabilski. Sometimes you're too open, and he did have a defender storming down on him. Mikulkavich open in the corner. Can't hit that one. It's in and out. They're finding him. They're finding the open shots.
It's been the story of the game so far. Both teams making it happen and then just can't finish.
Good facilitating. We've seen the ball screens. We've seen the pick and roll. This last 9 minutes is going to be brought to you by our friends over at the Michaels Corporation. 8 minutes to play. Fondy's up 5, looking for 3 wins in 4 tries. Rintz down low. Starts his dribble. And we get a timeout. 15-10, Fondy's out in front in FBA play. It's the first leg of a doubleheader. The girls will be in action after this. We'll step aside for a quick break here on Radio Plus Sports.
One of my favorite things about working at Hoppers is meeting all the new people, seeing all the new faces come in. We come out with a new product or a new way to do something and they come in. I find a lot of joy in just seeing them smile.
I think that all of our customers come in with a vision and they have an idea in their head of like what they want their apparel to look like. Our goal is to exceed the customer's expectations by providing them with high quality apparel and help bring their ideas to life.
People have a reluctance to go see the dentist. It's an easy thing to put off or avoid altogether. But one visit to the caring professionals at Fondy Family Dental will change the way you think about the dentist. They provide quality family dental services to all ages in a happy, honest, and efficient manner that teaches and involves you on your custom plan. If you don't have insurance, ask about their new membership plan that can save you money. Call or schedule online today at fondyfamilydental.com.
7:45 left in the first half. Fond du Lac's out in front, 15-10 on Hortonville in the first leg of a doubleheader. Who do you trust with your family's health? For aches and pains, physicals, and sports injuries, Fond du Lac families choose Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Marshall Rutherford. A family medicine specialist, Dr. Rutherford is your go-to for keeping your family healthy. Learn more at aurora.org/doctors. Hortonville's got the possession, down 2 possessions, trying to claw back. They were down 15-8. See if they can start their own little run coming out of the timeout. Long, drawn-out possession here. Seeing that patience on the other end by Matt Hintz's squad. Pavic spots up from 3, can't get it. Parker Hersey with the long rebound and a handoff pass.
I think Hersey's got about 15 rebounds already.
He's been a beast.
It seems like he's getting everything right now. He's everywhere on the court. He's got the ball now, and he's looking already.
Got a nose for the basketball. Julius Ferguson with the right-handed dribble, give and go between he and Jakobic. Ferguson drives inside and got his forearm pulled on the way up.
Yeah, good attacking basketball. I mean, they really have the vision. It just comes down to, right, Corey, just making some shots and making the right shot.
Both teams kind of in the same area with fouling, too. It's been physical, and they did call that a shooting foul. I was just about to say there's another way to score if you can't convert, right? Earn yourself a trip to the line. Ferguson can't get the first shot to go, just 47% from the stripe. He does split the trip, so the lead grows to 6 points. Elliot Vetter, we saw him score the first 6 points of the game for Hortonville. Got a kick ball. Gieslin's on the ground, and now it's a scramble drill. Everyone back to their man. Dillon getting out of the way of the basketball and pointing to his right. He's still got it. Well, it's been, what, a few months?
Right. Talked to him earlier on before the game, and he just seems excited to be here. And and happy with his squad and the form that they're in right now. It's a lot to be excited about. And you see him right here, hands up, hands up.
I'm not touching that. And
Look at
that's what
that.
it's about, right? Those unorganized, off-schedule, scramble drill plays. He wants his guys coming out on the other end of it.
Absolutely.
It's a peek at Matt Hintz, who wants his team to be a little more physical today, and I think they've been that compared to the first game.
Absolutely. I think both teams, honestly, are around similar strengths right now in this game. Even though Fondy does have the 6-point lead, there's not a ton of difference in play styles right now. Just who can make more right now.
So TJ Johnson goes 1 of 2 at the line. He's the best free throw shooter on this team at 86%. And it's 17-10. This is the largest lead Fond du Lac's had. They were up 15-8 before. They get the 2 free throws and the ball.
That's just this is a mistake for Hortonville that Fondy needs to then now take advantage of, and that's been kind of the problem for both teams today. And there's another turnover for Fondy.
Couple of ball fakes, and that ball is loose. Pavic inside, can't make his shot. No foul called. Max Chan batting that basketball down underneath the hoop. 3 ball on the other end. Jacobitz goes up for the offensive rebound, comes down with it. TJ Johnson, re-rack, too much. Jacobitz with another attempt at an offensive rebound, but here comes Hortonville, letting out a huge sigh of relief. 2 or 3 chances to get burned there. Vetter looks inside. There's a kick ball. It gets free. Johnson sprinting out, stomps on the brakes near corner. Jacobitz with space, looks inside. Ferguson draws the foul and gets it to fall.
Fondy's just been a couple steps ahead tonight. Like I was trying to say earlier, both teams struggling to hold on to the ball. Fondy's just doing it slightly better right now.
You see sometimes they'll even trade turnovers, but the difference, right, is, Michael, they're starting to hunt the inside shot. They realize, all right, 3's not happening. If it's wide open, we'll take it. But otherwise, they're going interior. Can't get the 3-point play, but this is their largest lead of the evening, 19-10, with 5.5 minutes to play. Inside feed and a foul. Aiden Sweeney drew the contact. 6 fouls each now.
I don't mind that foul, Corey. I think get a pretty good lane to the hoop, stop the play, start over, keep this lead going into half, just over 5 minutes to go. I don't mind that foul there.
This is a Fond du Lac team. They've done it all. They've started slow. They've started really fast. Friday they started very slow. Came back, drew it to within 8 points at the half, and then came back to beat Kimberly as Elliot Vetter jolts awake and gets back up to 8 points here in the first half. It's 19-12. Lately they've been heating up as the game's gone on. They did the same thing against Kaukauna a week ago here in this building. Give and go, Keandre Schaefer-Cotter. Hands back off to Byron Jones. Now it's Ferguson top of the key. Spot-up jumper from the free throw line, too much. And Parker Hersey all over his defender. Snags another offensive rebound. That ball is picked free by Max Chan. And Hortonville going to try and capitalize on a turnover. Idle invades inside and draws the 7th foul. So Hortonville's in the bonus now.
Penalty foul number 10, come on, Parker Hersey, that's his first, team 7th.
Fondy's had a lot of opportunities to kind of pull away, kind of get some separation, and they're struggling to get that last little bit of breath they need to make that final push.
Hortonville's hanging around. 7 points is hanging around, right? You get to 12, 14, 16, you start pulling away. Schaefer-Cotter drills a triple and says, there's our 10-point lead we were looking for a while back.
Corey, I think you meant Trey Young. I think Trey Young's out on the floor right now.
Fair enough. Good 5-6 feet beyond the arc there. Quick rebound, and here come the Cardinals up 10. You see the communication, passing it around the perimeter. This is not the same Fond du Lac team you saw a couple of months, even a couple of weeks ago. Schaefer-Cotter inside draws 2. One more to Ferguson. Come on, Parker Hersey calling for a switch on that play. Rolls back outside the restricted area. It takes the basketball at the top of the key. And that's another layer that you'll see with this team. If it's been 20 seconds, they need to scrap it and draw up a new play. That's what you just saw right there. Schaefer-Cotter has a step. Can't get the three to go, and this time Hortonville prevents the second chance points.
It's a good look, though, and he's proven he can make it. He's got the steal there. Here comes Schaefer-Cotter.
Draws a couple defenders. Ferguson had a step for three. Floater inside too much. Gets his own rebound. Now you're seeing the hustle take over.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, just a couple steps ahead right now.
Parker Hersey had a look for three. Gonna whip it back over to the right wing with Ferguson. Giesland to Jones. In and out and back in. And they're up 13.
They call that the friendly roll. Fondy finally getting that momentum to last a little bit.
It felt like you almost expected that ball to jump off the rim the way the first half was going. That one rolls in, and it's the largest lead yet, 13 for this Cardinals team. And another turnover. Schaefer-Cotter across the Fond du Lac Cardinals logo to Giesland. Southpaw three, not enough.
I don't think Fondy needed to necessarily do that right away. I think they had some time to slow it down. Another scramble for the ball.
High IQ play there by Blake Idle. Seeing a player on the ground out of play, saw the ball was heading that way anyway and said, we'll just reset.
Schaefer-Cotter looks a little hobbly as he's walking off to the bench there. Hope everything's all right.
Yeah, so he dove for that ball, and he's the one that they threw the ball off of at the end there. Hopefully it's just a rolled ankle, something simple. He's been huge. He's got 9 here in the first half already, following up that 20-point performance. Vetter inside, too much on it. They're playing tips in the paint. 3-ball from Idle. And a foul called under the basket with $1:35 left in the first half.
Foul, number 12, Mason Giesland. That's his first, Fondy's 8th team foul. Roman Glad at the line shooting.
I think Fondy's target here going into the half should just be to control possession, not give Hortonville any last-minute chances here to make it a single-digit game.
Yeah, and then the second half, the clock becomes your friend, right?
Absolutely.
That's Roman Glad drilling his first free throw attempt. Coming off a game where he did a little bit of everything on Saturday. 4 points, couple of rebounds, couple of assists, couple of steals. He goes 1 for 2. Offensive rebound for the Polar Bears, and Mikulkavich swipes across the forearm, gets called at a reach-in.
That's just what you don't have to do right now if you're Fondy. There's no need with a minute and a half to be that scrappy when you're off ball. Like I said before, just control, patient, go in into double-digit lead into half. Make Hortonville the team that has to go and change things up in the locker room, not you.
I kind of got ultra-aggressive there. And it was actually Parker Hersey who got called for that foul, so he checks out. Max Chan gets his first point of the evening. Scored a team-high 13 against Fond du Lac a month and a half ago. Chan had 6 steals by himself. Something to keep an eye on as this defense likely ramps up the pressure. Final 90 seconds. $1:25 left. Fond du Lac is up 10, and now Hortonville getting a little slap happy. Idle swipes across there, and both teams now in the bonus. Byron Jones is going to go to the line for a 1-and-1.
16 fouls already.
Yeah, how about that? Tell these teams have seen each other once or twice this year.
Both teams desperately wanting a win tonight, that's for sure, Cor.
Jones drills the first. Mikulkavich hit the deck in the process. This is one of those guys, Michael, when you ask people, all right, 1-2 years from now, what does this Cardinals basketball team look like? Byron Jones is going to be involved. just a sophomore, as one of the premier scorers on this squad, goes 2 for 2.
Absolutely. Like I said last year, even getting some playing time as a freshman on the varsity squad, that's no joke, especially with Fondy basketball. Another turnover for Hortonville, and here he comes.
Cardinals up 12, and Mr. Jones, we call and we shall receive, throws it down.
Corey, you can't get much better than that.
3 ball on the other end. Hortonville cannot respond. Fondy's up 14 with all the momentum in the basketball. He did that last week against Kaukauna. That one probably felt a little sweeter to extend the lead this time.
Add that to his highlight reel.
No kidding. And it's been a lengthy one. He's got one-on-one. Idle shadowing him. 30 seconds left here in the first half of play. He rose up quick. I thought that was a layup. I didn't know you could dunk from that spot on the floor.
Well, maybe we can.
Well, we definitely can.
Maybe we can, Corey.
We are not Byron Jones.
We are not. It was a very nice shot.
Coach Dilling's squad holding for the last shot possibly. Under 10 to play. Giesling passes over to Johnson. 5 to play. Step back 3. Short. And that will do it. A more than satisfactory first half. So nice we got to see it twice. Jones in the lane, flushes it home, and hangs out of the rim for an extra beat on the way down. That's how we're going to wrap up the first half of play, 29-15. It is now time to start your Holiday Automotive halftime report when we return here on Radio Plus Sports.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is ready for your next project, so be sure to talk to Dave and his experienced staff. You know, from air compressors to chainsaws, excavators, lifts, tools, saws, and so much more. Now, do you have your snowblower tuned up and ready for the upcoming winter season? Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair can do it. Check out their expanded rental lineup, too. Mention the words Radio Rental to get a 10% discount on your next rental. You can find them on Ford Drive on the west side of Fond du Lac.
Fond du Lac Equipment Rental and Repair is a proud Echo and Cub Cadet dealer.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Hi, I'm Aaron Sadoff, blessed to be the president of Marion University right here in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. If you are beginning your college adventure or looking to transfer, Marion University could be the perfect fit for you. Our beautiful campus, our amazing faculty and staff, our Division III athletics, and our amazing mission are waiting for you. Come visit Marion University. Not only will you get a great education, but we will help you become the best for the world. Good luck and go Sabres.
At our store, it's about the people, and it's about the experience you have from the minute you walk through our doors. It's about serving you and listening to what you came in for. It's having real conversations with people in our community, and it's giving back. It's being a one-stop shop for all your electronic, appliance, and home furniture needs. Since 1922, we've been sharing our knowledge and providing pieces that make your life just a little bit better. Silica for your home.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
When you hire the attorneys with the Everson Law Office, you're getting more than professional presentation. The attorneys at Everson Law Office are committed to excellence and have been successfully representing their clients since 2005. Practicing business law, estate planning, probate, guardianships, and real estate, they work closely with their clients, providing exceptional legal services that are catered specifically to their needs. Call attorney William Everson at 920-922-7113 or go to everson-law.com.
29-15, your halftime score as we roll into the halftime show brought to you by our friends over at Holiday Automotive. Got some fans trickling in, walking around the gym. Gonna get a little Chick-fil-A and a raffle ticket over there in the corner. A reminder, high school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com. It's presented by these 5 Fond du Lac Edwards Jones financial advisors. Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Elstad. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Corey Sparks, Josh Guy, and Michael Stensland, my color commentator here with you through, I guess, a quarter of the day. So we do have the girls matchup coming up. Tip time is projected for 7:15. That's kind of a we'll see situation depending on how this first game ends. But we've had a treat. Started summoning the likings of Byron Jones at the end there. He throws it down. He's got 7, and he's explosive, Michael.
Man, I mean, we're seeing it here, right here. He goes down, and right when you think layup, no, it's not. He's got that in his bag, and it's fun to see. We got a good crowd out here tonight in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin for Hortonville and Fondy. It's just a lot of fun, man. What a great first half from the Cardinals.
And they got up for that flush, right? They've had some highlight moments, but the one thing that crowd you just saw hasn't seen so far this year is a home win. And talk about being in the driver's seat in the first half to give them that today. It'd be the first home win of the Josh Dilling era. He's trying to make this matchup with Hortonville this year the milestone one. He got his first overall win against them 6 weeks ago. Now he's trying to get his first home win against them. We'll go over leading scorers here real quick. Keandre Schaefer-Cotter, we told you to keep an eye on him. His 3rd game of the season could be his best depending on how this second half goes. He's got 9. Come on, Parker Hershey has 7 with a billion offensive rebounds. Byron Jones has 7. 3 for Julius Ferguson, 2 for Jensen Jacobitz, and a single point at the free throw line for TJ Johnson. Leading scorers for Hortonville, it's 8 for Elliot Vetter. He scored the first 6, up 6 down for Hortonville by himself. 4 for Kellen Pavic, a pair for Max Chan, 1 for Roman Glad, and that is how we stand where we stand. You want to give that first half a report card. I mean, you could be nitpicky and say a couple of threes weren't falling early, but aggressiveness, check. Sinking your shots, check. Unselfish basketball, patience, check. They've done it all early on.
Well, it just doesn't look like a team that's 4-12,
nope.
Corey. It looks like a team that's fighting for a conference championship, and you gotta hope that this team is maybe right on the edge of turning around their season here with just a little bit of time left, because they're 4-7 in conference. They've still got what it takes to knock off a few big wins, starting with hopefully tonight. But yeah, man, what a great first half. Like you said, it started a little rocky, a little scrappy, not controlling the possession, not making a few shots. That turned around, and now they're just about 30 points at half.
And look at this, right? There's 18 games in conference. They've played 11 of them. I'm not saying they're going to rattle off 7 in a row, but you start to look ahead in the schedule. Hortonville today, Oshkosh North coming up. That'll be a big game for Josh Dilling. He played 4 years of high school ball there. Appleton East and Appleton West are below this Fond du Lac team in the standings. You got Nina in there who's hanging out with Kimberly in the middle third of the conference. They just showed they can knock off the Kimberlys of the world this past Saturday. Also, just a quick reminder, is shoulder pain keeping you up at night? For pain relief, Fond du Lac Families Trust Aurora Healthcare and Dr. Lauren Potter. There are many causes of shoulder pain. As a shoulder specialist, Dr. Potter has the advanced training to take better care of your injury. Learn more at aurora.org/ortho. That is aurora.org/ortho. We'll step aside for one more break. When we come back, the second half of action of the first of 2 in today's doubleheader continues. It is 29-15, all Fond du Lac in front of Hortonville here on Radio Plus Sports.
It's more than just a job. It truly is a family. They value you. Great pay, great benefits. They definitely care about setting people up for success in their retirement years. I don't see a reason to want to leave.
Keller, building trust since 1960.
Marco, the name our area trusts for all things related to your tax return. For over 60 years, our community has trusted the Marco Tax Service at 43 East 3rd Street, Fond du Lac.
Here at the Wellness Way Fond du Lac, we disrupt the standard approach to healthcare. We understand that common is not normal. And unlike the restrictive healthcare mentality, we dig deeper to find answers to life-restricting health challenges. While focusing on overcoming interference in the body, we go beyond symptom-based care and address your unique physiology, allowing your mind and body to find its way to better health. You don't need to merely get through every day, but rather take control of your life and, more importantly, your health. The Wellness Way Fond du Lac. Do health differently.
Bob's Pizza now has its very own dine-in restaurant. Enjoy a family-friendly atmosphere with a cozy dining room, large game room, beautiful full bar, and even coffee next door from Just Love Coffee. With our expanded menu, your party will have no trouble satisfying the whole family. Delicious, legendary pizza for a legendary city. Bob's Pizza on the Avenue.
Second half of action is just moments away. Fond du Lac, the Cardinals in pursuit of their first home win of the 2025-26 season. And the Josh Dilling era well on their way. Whether you're playing in a rec league or the majors, sitting out due to injury is no fun. If pain has moved you to the sidelines, Aurora Sports Health can help get you back into the lineup. Start with a free injury evaluation from Aurora Sports Health. Request one at aurora.org/sports. Teams have switched sides. Hortonville goes left to right. They're going to try out the basket that got Fond du Lac 29 points in the first half, including a rim rocker from Byron Jones. And wasting no time is Blake Idle with his first two. And right away, you're seeing full court pressure, huh? At least from the guards.
Right. That's huge. I mean, Hortonville obviously had to make changes. And a lot of that is pressure, right?
Giesland kicks near side to Mikulkavich. Give and go between he and Byron Jones. We're seeing the traps near side. And there's the first foul, 41 seconds into the second half.
Well, and that's what Hortonville has to be careful with. This play style, it can be effective. It can make a team like Fondy in this case a little shaky when the pressure comes, but it also can lead to a lot of unnecessary fouls, and that's the last thing Hortonville can probably afford.
We've already had the early one here. We'll see if those stack up. Giesland was waiting in the corner. It's back to the top to Jones. Now to Mikulkavich. He drives inside, gets his defender up in the air, and is rejected by Roman Glad.
Kind of one of the few guys giving Hortonville some height tonight, and it showed there.
6'2", got up there, timed the release perfectly. Hortonville's going to have to try and come from behind, down 14 at the break. Glad inside, takes it himself and shaves the lead down to 10. Quick timeout, Josh Dilling. We'll keep it here.
I think that's a smart timeout. Right off the bat, a little cobwebs.
Got a couple of different looks. We weren't seeing those trap plays. We weren't seeing the press in the first half. Good debrief. That's a good use of a timeout, I agree. Talk it over. How are they going to attack it now? Are you going to bring Jones up top for some shaved screens? Are you going to let your guards go to work and do their thing and draw those fouls? We'll see what Fond du Lac dials up here.
Yeah, and I think there's something to say. We were talking earlier about the youth of Dilling. I mean, even being a few years younger than ourselves.
Yeah.
It's pretty unheard of at the high school level, varsity level, to be exact. But I think the players, there's got to be something to that as well. The players probably enjoy that. Kind of
easy to
not
relate to.
far off,
Yeah.
right? I mean, just a few years ago, like you were saying earlier, he was in their shoes. So I think there's something to that. There's something to the friendship aspect of it. And I think that's what these players have to be excited about with a guy like Dilling is because there's a lot of relatability there, and he's had the skills to back it up by playing D1 ball, playing at O North with Halliburton. It's really an exciting time.
And it's about as close to a hometown hire as you can get. He grew up here. Sure, he played high school ball at Oshkosh North, but he knows this place. Mikkel Kavich can't get the three to go. You're seeing Hortonville sit in a 2-3 zone on defense almost every possession to start off here. Byron Jones backs into a defender and draws the foul.
And that's what Hortonville cannot afford is silly turnovers. There were a lot of those from, to be fair, both teams in the first half. And Fondy taking advantage of it right away here with Byron being sent it to the line.
Jones rips the ropes on his first attempt. That's another thing. I'll try not to bury the lead here. It's been about half a game. This guy played with Tyrese Halliburton a few years ago.
Right.
That's pretty cool. Talk about knowing basketball. He was with one of the better players in the NBA, sharing the ball with him for a few years.
Right, and he said it. I mean, a lot of people knew Tyrese would go pro and make it to the NBA, but I don't think a lot of people, as another turnover from Hortonville, thought Tyrese was going to be arguably a top 3 point guard in the league.
Yeah, this quickly, too.
Right. Almost winning the finals. It was heartbreaker to see him go down.
Schaefer Cotter can't get the reverse to go. It was. Mere minutes away from raising a title over there and representing Oshkosh, as he already has really, really well. Roman Glad draws the foul. He'll go back to the line for two. It's been the Roman Glad sequence the last couple of minutes. He's been in on these trap concepts. He's back at the line. He had that block on this left side. They're really harnessing number 30 here.
And that's what Hortonville needs. I mean, you mentioned it earlier. Not really any of their guys takes over on the offensive side. A lot of single-digit scorers, a lot of team basketball. But, to beat a team like Fondy, who is kind of stacked with a lot of individual talent, you kind of need somebody on Hortonville like this kid to step up and make a few plays. That's what they're missing tonight.
Yeah, they take shifts, right? As the second attempt goes in and out. The first 5 minutes was Elliot Vetter. He had 6 points in a row. Now it's been Roman Glad the last few. Kellen Pavic took over for a couple of minutes. But to your point, Michael, game on the line. You need someone to hit a shot. I'm not sure they have that clear answer. It's just who's got the hot hand right now. They've got a few options they're willing to sort through.
Yeah, and you just sense and are seeing a little bit more hustle here from the Hortonville team as
Giesling goes baseline and lays it off the glass. Kind of taking advantage of that aggressiveness, right?
Yep.
You can tell the defense is a little more twitchy. They're going to get up in the air easier. Foul on the other end. Vetter almost got that to go for the and one.
Very fast-paced game. Neither team allowing their offense to really settle in, and I think that's something that Fondy has just done a little bit better. Slow down the pace, but for the most part, both teams really just attacking off the rip and leading to some of these fouls.
Saying that foul was not in the act of shooting, so on the ground, using the glass for the two is Max Chan. Using a lot of the glass.
Again, that full court press allowing Fondy to just move right up the court.
Mikkel Kavich with a couple of head fakes, goes back to his spot in the corner, unleashes this one, off back iron. Hortonville can trim this to single digits with the right pass. Roman Glad right down Main Street makes it a 9-point game. And here's that full court press. Schaefer Cotter's got all the real estate in the world on the left side. Makes the right pass, and that's rejected. Max Chan glassing him. Ball fake, drive down the lane. Chan can't get the reverse to go with his right hand. Fond du Lac's got a 5-on-4.
Fondy needs to slow it down here. A miss from Hortonville slows their momentum, and it's a good job here setting up the offense, taking their time. They've got the lead. They don't need to do anything special.
Coach Dilling said that second half against Kimberly was the most patience he has seen this young group play with all season long, and they started out behind. They scored 39 in that half. Didn't have a lot of possessions. Made them count. It's a little inside baseball, but he told me it anyway. They averaged 1.5 points per possession. That's how accurate they were in that second half against Kimberly. Almost no misses against one of the best teams, not only in your conference, but in this part of the state. That's, to your point, what they need to channel here. Quality over quantity. You don't got to run up and down the floor right now.
13 and a half minutes to go, a 9-point lead. I think that's just what they have to do. Take their time. They're in no rush. Take a good basketball shot.
Parker Hersey is ripped down low. Jaden Van Handel scooped it out of play.
Jacobitz checking in just a moment ago. Add some more height advantage to that Fondy team.
Yeah, Dilling responding to Pavic and Glad being out there.
And you see it right there.
It's the offensive board. Parker Hersey can't come away with it, though. Here comes Hortonville. Trying to find a seam. Down 9, looking to claw back. Byron Jones all over. Roman Glad. Parker Hersey tried to force a jump ball, and it's the Roman Glad show. 7 points in the first 5 minutes of this second half for number 30. And a turnover.
None other than Mr. Roman, and he's got the assist too.
Jaden Van Handel drills a 3, and it's a 4-point game. The Polar Bears showing life, and Roman Glad's got his fingerprints all over this one.
Man.
It's a game of runs, right?
I mean,
the last couple of minutes here.
I if my math is correct, Corey, this is a 14-4 run right now.
Yep.
To start the half, which is obviously the – thank you.
Yep.
I owe it all to the great education that I learned here at Fond du Lac High School.
Good plug. Nice.
Absolutely. You see what I did there.
Yep.
But, man, I mean, this is absolutely the opposite way that Fondy wanted to start. You can see, though, the game plan from Hortonville. I mean, blatantly is attack on defense, press, don't give Fondy the chance to be patient, which has been the problem is they try to be patient, but there's so much pressure that it's been tough for their players like Byron to make those plays, or Mikkelkavich to make those plays. Parker Hersey to make those plays because they're getting pressed so hard, throwing up shots, turnovers, and Hortonville, they're doing a great job. Yep. They're taking advantage of their great defense.
And that's credit, right, to Matt Hintz saying, all right, we're going to make our halftime adjustment. All ball pressure, all the time. He threw a 2-3 zone at him on the other end. He's been doing man switches. They're starting to do these little corner traps. Now it's time to test the fresh basketball mind that is Josh Dilling. See what he can dial up here for this final 12:46. Full court pressure on the way again, by the way. Ferguson hits the deck. There's the first trap. Parker Hersey takes it across the timeline. Stave off that 8-second rule. His defender goes to the ground. He can't make the spot-up jumper. And Hortonville comes away with the rebound. They can cut it to a one-possession game here. Noah Rintz. 5'7" junior guard, 47% from 3. Someone you don't want to let leak out the backside and get open. Glad down low, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line. We don't see a lot of double-digit scorers on this team. He's at 8, can get up to 10 with plenty of ball game left here.
I mean, that's just a great attacking basketball there. It looks like he's not going to get anything, but he makes something out of nothing. Driving to the basket, gets to the line for a 2-point try for Hortonville.
Fouls are at 3 apiece. Glad sinks the first attempt. He is up to a team best 9. He did not score against Fond du Lac 6 weeks ago. He is coming alive here.
He is scoring tonight.
Yeah. A lot of buckets for number 30, who can make it a 2-point game and does just that. Roman Glad is quickly ascended to 10 total points. That's the most of anybody on either side. This is what these FVA battles are, though, right? No one's mailing it in the final 18 minutes. You see the adjustments the Polar Bears have made. How will this Fond du Lac team respond to the ball pressure? Ferguson, top of the key, hands off to Schaefer Cotter. Schaefer-Cotter drives in, gives back out to Jones. Under 12 to play. The Cardinals being extra selective on this possession. Ferguson draws some contact, no foul, can't get the hook shot to go. Here come the Polar Bears with tempo. They can tie it or take the lead here. Rintz commands the offense. Down low to Pavic. His hook shot's no good. A fight for the ball. Jacobitz comes away with it. And Fond du Lac's got numbers. Jacobitz is down low under the hoop and gets it off the window. Talk about a bleed stopper.
Yeah, that one's huge for Fondy. They just needed to see one go through the net, Corey.
See if they can start stacking those. Hortonville's had a really nice 7 minutes. There's a turnover. Schaefer-Cotter comes away with it.
For Fondy, you probably want to see more of Schaefer-Cotter, too, knowing he can put up those 20-point games. He's got the 3-ball, that's for sure. He puts one up.
Just off the front of the rim. Almost called your shot there.
I mean, I did it with Byron. I thought I would try again.
Manifestation's a great tool when it works.
Right.
10.5 minutes to play. Pavic, the size advantage on Ferguson up top. Hands off to Glad. Glad's got one-on-one. Uses his shoulder and puts it home off the left side of the window.
Yeah, I mean, great second-half performance for Glad. He's up to 12.
Jones inside. Gets back out, free throw line extended, and gives a screen to Ferguson. Ferguson to Schaefer-Cotter as they ring it around the perimeter. 10 minutes to go in this conference clash. First leg of a doubleheader. Every possession is going to count down the stretch here. Two teams looking to turn their season around the last handful of contests. Ferguson far side to Parker Hersey. Goes cross court. Jones head fake up top. He's swarmed by Glad. 32nd possession here. Still looking for their first shot. And instead it's a turnover. You're seeing the unselfish play, but at some point, is someone going to cut down low? Are they going to take a risk? And it's that fine line of what were they trying to draw up there, and why was Hortonville able to close it up so quick? They're out of the 2-3. They went back to man-to-man, too.
I think they had a few shots there. I think they could have thrown up, but, you know, not a lot going in for them right now, so I get the hesitation, but you got to be confident. They were getting shots to fall after getting their shots up in the first half, but, again, credit to Hortonville's defense. That was just a great defensive possession for the Polar Bears.
And just to your point, 6 points in this second half for Fond du Lac. The offense has run cold in the first 9 minutes. 3-ball on the way. Shabilsky gives Hortonville the lead. That's a freshman, by the way, the only freshman on that varsity squad. And another timeout. 36-35. The Polar Bears have stormed back in this one.
And if you would have asked me, Corey, if Hortonville would be leading this soon into the second half, I would have said you owe me a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
It's a good place for it, right in the corner over there. Good call. High school sports today on RadioPlusInfo.com is presented by these 5 Fond du Lac Edward Jones financial advisors: Matt Moses, Matt Helmer, Jeff Wills, Robert Bruce, and Patrick Elstad. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Now it's reflection time, right? What has gone wrong the last 9 minutes? And that is a tool, the reality check, if you will, that Josh Dilling used ahead of the Kimberly win for this team. Usually he'll do his personnel. He told me color codes everything, right? When he looks at this Hortonville team that you see right now, he's putting out their shooting percentages. Green is good, yellow's in, red is really bad. Well, before the Kimberly game, he gave them their own scouting report. What does Fond du Lac look like to other teams? And it was a lot of red. And that was a humbling moment for these young guys who went out and, one would argue, stunned Kimberly because they had a little fire lit under them after that look in the mirror. That's the type of coach you're going to get in Josh Dilling. He's going to harness that extra 10, 12% of effort out of them. We'll see what they got here with 9 minutes to go. It's quick ball on the ground. Giesland retrieves it. Got to get it across the timeline in 8 seconds. He does. And skates through a couple defenders. Jones thought about a three. And they reset with Schaefer-Cotter. Schaefer-Cotter had 9 in the first half. Held scoreless here since the halftime break. Giesland open for three. The southpaw can't get it to go. Jacobitz with the rebound. He's blocked on the way up. And here come the Polar Bears with the ball and the lead now. Sweeney inside, no. Big rebound from Giesland. Schaefer-Cotter in the bright pink shoes skates across the timeline with 8:10 to play.
Yeah, it is turned into a defensive battle.
Look inside, Parker Hersey turns it into a tug-of-war style of battle. Now Fond du Lac's got the lead back.
What a pass there, what a find and a great finish. That's great basketball.
Seeing the court vision from the top of the key all the way down. Do the Polar Bears have a response? Talk about teams getting back on the right foot as they take the lead back. Blake Idle, they're looking for back-to-back conference wins for the first time this year.
Well, Corey, at half, I wasn't sure how this one would go, but it's looking like a fun basketball game for both fans of Hortonville and Fondy here.
Foul under the hoop that goes the other way. Yeah, you could see both student sections, both fan bases. They've got every reason to be invested in this one.
Only thing missing is the pep band.
Yes.
Tonight. You know when you hear "Hey baby" during the timeout, that gives. I mean, look at here, Byron Jones.
Byron Jones gets ahead. Hey baby!
I think I'm gonna keep putting it into existence, Mr. Sparks.
11 points for Jones.
Oh, what a play there. Here he
goes
goes
again.
again.
To Byron again. He tracks it down and throws it off his defender with his team up one. I mean, 5, 6, 7 feet out of play. That's the only play to make.
That's high. It's a high IQ move for a sophomore right there. And you see the dunk here again. He's just, I mean, that's special from a sophomore, Corey.
That is a standing jump. It's not like he ran into that. He planted both feet and just showed everyone his vertical.
I think I can do that in my guest room Nerf hoop.
Yeah.
Not sure you're going to see me on the 10-footer.
That's 4.5 feet, exactly, right? Jacobitz down low, back to his defender, switches hands midair, can't get it. Rebound Hortonville with a chance to take the lead back.
Kind of seeing some better possessions here from Fondy on the offensive side. It's a good look. It's a good look. They got to see more of those to come.
Another turnover. Jones has a one-on-one. Euro step. Left hand. Can't get it. But comes away with the basketball. 2 defenders around him. Takes it on his lonesome and gives his team the 3-point lead.
He's a special player, Corey. He's patient. He's not just jumping right back up after getting the rebound. He looks for the pass first, which from a big man, that's hard. I mean, that's Nikola Jokic style.
Blake Shabilsky fading, firing, and drilling it to make it 41-40. Yeah, you don't see that a whole lot from your 4 or your 5. The ball fakes. Dilling said he wants this young team to do the little things right. If it's an extra ball fake, an extra pass, an extra screen. Jones inside somehow slithers through a couple defenders and gives his team a 3-point lead again.
When you're hot, you're hot. I'm glad he's realizing that and he's able to take it himself. That's another thing I think Fondy has a little bit of a...
And speaking of when you're hot, it's Blake Shabilsky and Byron Jones, number 0 for Hortonville and number 1 for Fond du Lac, going back and forth and back and forth. And, of course, it's 43 apiece with 5:23 to play. Thanks to the Serauer Family Dental Team for being part of our high school sports coverage. Dr. Todd Serauer is proud to announce the addition of his son, Dr. Brady Serauer, to their new office on South Main Street. Come visit them and see how the Serauer family is making you smile generation after generation. Visit SerauerDental.com today. Welcome to the Byron Jones Show. Boy, did we miss you. 2, 3 defenders around him?
I mean,
switching hands midair.
That's something you see. Makes you think his basketball journey won't end in Fond du Lac.
Yeah, I don't think so. If he's doing that as a sophomore, right, and your back is against the wall for a couple possessions there, down to this Hortonville team, which, by the way, credit to them, down 14 at the half. There's a lot of groups out there who keel over and mail it in into the next game. Not them, but it's been the Byron Jones and Blake Shabilsky show. There's a freshman on that Polar Bears side that probably has a lot of basketball in front of him too.
It is a close matchup here tonight, Corey. Just over 5 to go. We're tied at 43. A game that you thought was going to be in the 70s is not quite up there tonight.
No. It's come to a screeching halt. These last handful of minutes are brought to you by the Fogel Family Dentistry team. And here's that press. Schaefer Cotter gets it across the timeline. Ferguson was streaking down the lane, but they couldn't find a window for him. Fondy draws the foul. 4 fouls apiece. We're tied across the board. Score-wise, foul-wise, with 5:13 left.
Man, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that, right? It's a Tuesday night here in Fondy, a good game of basketball. You got some Chick-fil-A nuggets over there warm and ready. You get a hot dog from the concession stand if you'd like, a soda. Come back and sit down because you don't want to miss much.
No, don't leave your seat for long. Do it in the timeouts. 5 minutes left. Giesland out of the trap, inside to Parker Hersey. Works in with his left hand and can't get it to go. Hortonville with the rebound, and Ferguson putting his own press on.
Yeah, you had Ferguson wide open in the corner there. I think he could have gone that way. He had a good look. Just an unfortunate miss there for Hersey.
Saw a quick touch from Shabilsky. Backdoor cut through 2 defenders. Stuffed by the rim is Elliott Vetter. And here comes Fond du Lac. Got a 3-on-2, but Parker Hersey's pickpocketed. Now Hortonville's got the numbers. Glad kicks to the corner. Vetter drives baseline. Back to Glad with 4:20 left. Shabilsky's had the red-hot hand, and now he has Byron Jones stuck to him. You see these different guys take over in shifts. Now the last couple of minutes has been Shabilsky. Who could it be next? Max Chan backing into his defender, and he walked. Shuffled the feet a bit too much with 4 flat left.
Yep, saw that one coming right before the ref called it. Just a little jumpy in there. I think Hortonville might have stunned themselves with how long that possession lasted. I don't think I've seen them with the ball that long tonight.
Yeah, they've been the team that's been streaking up and down the court.
Right.
Parker Hersey is going to walk it across the timeline. 3:50 left. Hands off to Schaefer Cotter. Back to Parker Hersey. Drives inside, looks for Giesland near corner. One more to Ferguson. Schaefer Cotter with a ball fake. And roaming Glad on him. Big wingspan we've seen register a block earlier. Look inside to Jones. Can't get it to go. Caught the lob midair. Coach Dilling wants a foul on the way down. Chan, 3. Can't get it. Glad fighting for the board. Ferguson comes away with it. Fondy's got it with 3:20 to go.
I think Jones was looking for a foul on that previous play as well. He was getting kind of pulled down there. As you can see him down there shoving in the post.
He wants the ball back. He's going to get the ball back. Jones, cross-court pass to Schaefer Cotter. Back to the top of the key with 3 minutes left. Nail-biter in the Fox Valley Association. Jones, here comes help, finds the open man. Schaefer Cotter for 3, drills it! What a look!
Watch out! That's a great find from Jones. And you gotta feed the hot hand when you've got it.
Schaefer Cotter jolting alive in the second half. He's up to 12. And a quick timeout from Matt Hintz. Going to take a temperature check. The whole Fondy bench got up for that one.
Mm-hmm.
And how about Byron Jones, by the way? I know a lot of guys could be a little ticked off after getting hit midair and not getting their call. He pulled his gravity, took a couple players in, and found the open man immediately.
Yeah, you see a lot of composure out of this kid, and you just got to get excited as a Fondy fan and just be like, man, this kid's a sophomore. He's got so much more time to develop. A lot of these guys are young guys that just have a lot of time left here to develop their skills. And, man, Dylan, I mean, what do you think Dylan's saying down there? Guys, let's finish this out. let's get a win here. Let's get a home win
Probably
here.
bringing the fans into it, right?
Yeah.
Look at what they've gone through. They're starting to notice this program turn the corner, but get the win on your hardwood for the first time this season. And what a time to do it with a couple weeks to go if they could pull this off in the final 2.5 minutes.
Absolutely. Fondy needs this one tonight, everybody. A big crowd is here for it.
Man-to-man defense across the board. Everyone's sticking to their guy like glue with 2.5 minutes left. Idle looks inside. Pavic draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Is that ball hung on the rim for an extra beat?
Absolutely. Just now getting the number in from our fantastic partner up here. Josh Guy says there's a record 53,000 people here tonight in the Fondy Fieldhouse.
Wow.
Yep. So
I was thinking like 45K. It's really that much.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Absolutely.
It's a quick counter over there. .226. Pavic can go 2 for 2 and make this a 1-point game. Saw him take over down the stretch of the first half, and he goes for 2 for 2. One-point game. Fondy's got the ball. Looking to win 3 of 4. And there's the man of the hour, Byron Jones, drawing a triage of defenders at 1 point. Jones goes baseline. Kicks top of the key to Schaefer Cotter. Ferguson thought about a near corner 3. 2 minutes to go. Everyone's moving. Everyone's screening. Look inside to Jones. Immediately draws 2 defenders. Giesland thought about a far corner 3. One more look to Parker Hersey. Number 12, 20/20 vision.
That's a great pass, Corey. Patience, just moving the ball across the perimeter.
And immediately on the other end, Max Chan takes advantage and gets his team back to within 1.
Yeah, I mean, Hortonville does not slow down. They do not put the brakes on. They make sure there's no time for Fondy fans to get comfortable.
Yeah, they've got one speed over there in Hortonville, and it is what we've seen for the first 35 minutes. Jones spins inside, fouled on the way up. Got tied up with $1:16 to go.
That's a good spin move right there, drawing the contact, and he's going to go to the line here.
Got him on the way up. 5 fouls apiece. Coach Dilling is 116 away from that first home win at the helm of this program. Jones drills the first.
It's a big bucket. Be huge to get this second one, Corey.
He's coming off a 16-point performance against Kimberly. It's 16 if he makes this. He does not, and it's a 2-point game. Immediate timeout from Matt Hintz. And now you're at the point. There's 3 timeouts between the two teams. You can literally get into the huddle and just draw your play up if you want to. There's no shot clock in Wisconsin. I'm curious to see how long Hortonville holds this ball while still full well knowing they're down 2, and if they miss, they need time to regenerate.
Well, I'd be shocked, honestly, to see that play style because we haven't seen that all night. I mean, yes, would that be a smart decision to hold it for the right shot? I agree. Both teams, the way they're pressing on defense, it's very difficult to do that. So I think if Hortonville finds a shot and they like it and it's open and it feels good, go for it because it's a 2-point possession right here and no team is safe. Fondy's not safe right now. They need to be smart. They don't need to be, if they get the ball, if Hortonville makes a mistake, they don't need to be rushing to get the next bucket.
Right. That's been their style of play so far. And on the other end for Fondy, they've been the selective team. This is what won them their matchup against Kimberly. Patience was the key word, and you're seeing it here. It's not just dribbling the ball around, watching the clock go out. It's Kamon Parker Hershey having a good find. It's Byron Jones throwing a pass cross court to the wide open man. You're seeing that intelligence and those reps start to kick in under Josh Dilling, who's I've noticed is a pacer. I feel like a lot of coaches are. But he's walking up and down. He wants this win.
Yep, rightfully so.
1:10 left. Pass to the corner. Shabilsky immediately blanketed. He's got all the respect in the world after the last few minutes he's had. A look inside. We're tied up. Kellen Pavic up to 8.
We got the running clock, Corey. We're under a minute here. Some Fondy fans starting to stand up.
Ferguson over to Jones, under 50 seconds left. Byron Jones is fouled. That's foul number 6. The next would send him, or whoever has the basketball, to the free throw line.
It's an interesting foul. I think Hortonville needs to be careful. I think both teams need to be careful on that side.
They're going to talk it over with their timeout. We will keep it here yet again. So here's what is at stake, right? Fond du Lac's 4-7 in conference play. They are 2-1 in their last 3 conference games. So they can also win 3 of their last 4 in the FBA. If they win, you start to do a little scoreboard watching with Oshkosh West, who's 5-6. If they lose, Fond du Lac can climb up. They actually play Oshkosh West in a postponed contest next week, scheduled for the 12th. And you start to look at Oshkosh North. They've got a matchup with them this Friday. You take them down. Can you climb up to the top half of the standings? Obviously got to take care of business here first. But all of that is ahead of a team that I know Josh Dilling knows, and that group knows, is playing their best basketball right now. And for Hortonville, they're saying not so fast. If they win tonight, they climb to 4-9. Fond du Lac's 4-8. Hortonville's a half game back of the Cardinals and can steal a spot of their own. So a lot at stake here for 2 teams that feel like they've got some pretty meaningful basketball ahead of them.
A lot of meaningful basketball left. A lot of fun basketball left. We're here in the depths of winter. Hopefully, the cold.
Yeah, what'd the groundhog say? Are we on our way out?
I don't know.
Oh, 6 more weeks. Classic. Never has good news. Depends on
I'm
which one
hoping
you
that
listen
means,
to.
though, it's not -15.
True.
But I will say, Corey, I was in Mexico while it was -15.
Yeah, you chose a good time to do that.
Really did. But hey, it's heating up here tonight. Schaefer Cotter to inbound here with 45 seconds to go.
FBA clash down to the final 40 now. Ferguson spins out of his matchup and goes over to Jones. Jacobitz with 35. Here comes the trap near side. Each team has a timeout left. A pass inside almost picked away. I believe it touched Max Chan's knee last.
Little bit of a break there for Fondy as you see what he's trying to do.
Tried to slip it inside to Jacobitz, and even Parker Hershey was behind him, but a lot of traffic there.
Right. Here they go again.
25 seconds. Schaefer Cotter, who is going to take this shot for the Cardinals in pursuit of their first home win. Jones in the corner. They've got 15. Ferguson drives, left hand, floater, short. But comes away with his own rebound, and there's a timeout. Now you draw your play up with 7.2 left. Oh, so convenient to have one of those left at this point, too, by the way.
Absolutely, and that's a great timeout from Dilling there. I think, in that just to get that offensive board there, regain possession, not allowing more clock to run off, and then realize, shoot, we should probably draw something up here. They got enough time, 7 seconds. That's plenty of time to drop a play and at least get a good shot off and try to get this one brought home here with the dub.
And these are the situations these 2 teams practice over and over again. They don't know how often it's going to happen, but we've got X amount of seconds left. What is your best play? We're about to learn firsthand what Josh Dilling's best play is, and he gets to lay it all on the line in front of this home crowd that's anxious for that first win.
The lights are indeed bright tonight.
You're liking the music today.
Corey, here we go. I'm fired up.
7.2 seconds. It'll be a baseline inbound pass. Schaefer Cotter seems to be the man. There is a rubber ball on the ground. That is why the play did not start. Keandre was saying, we can't start. That thing's over on our logo. 7.2 left. High ballooning pass inside to Jones. Puts his man down. 5 seconds left. Out to Schaefer Cotter. 3 seconds. Schaefer Cotter is rejected. What a save. And it's 49 apiece. We go into OT.
Wow.
Bonus basketball. There's the play, right? Schaefer Cotter on the left wing. Drives inside. Got his defender up in the air. And then it's just a timing game. And Pavic is a tall fellow.
That's a huge, huge block Great play from Hortonville. What a game we have here on this Tuesday night.
Yeah, so now we get free basketball between these two teams. Go to the bonus period. I think either team has played into overtime at this point of the year.
They decided, Corey, that they wanted to save this for you and I.
Of course.
Give us as great of a game as possible. I mean, we couldn't really ask for a more exciting matchup tonight here.
A lot of lead changes down the stretch.
We'll go 4-minute overtime. Each team gets one additional timeout.
So there's your explanation of the WIAA rules. One extra timeout's the key there, right? So Fond du Lac gets one. They burn their final timeout to draw up that play. Hortonville had one. They're up to 2. So Coach Hintz gets an extra timeout in his pocket. Coach Dilling got to use this one wisely. After all that adrenaline dump, you got to go back out there and play for 4 more minutes, at least.
Well, here we go. Overtime in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, between the Hortonville Polar Bears.
They wanted to stay cold. Polar Bears like the cold.
Yeah, that's what you were saying earlier. Trying to explain their mascot.
Tip-off is won by Byron Jones. Fond du Lac goes right to left. Ferguson starts top of the key, goes over to Schaefer. Cotter had 12 points in regulation. He strips free, rips through his defender, and gets the layup to go.
That's just a great layup. It's great control when you're coming in that fast to stop your momentum and get the ball to just touch faintly off the glass. That's hard to do.
Yeah, control's a great word for that. He was streaking inside. Working over the double team was Pavic. He couldn't get his hook shot to fall. 3.5 to play. Fondy's up 2 with the ball.
That's just good defense. I mean, that's something they struggled to do in the second half, was stop those inside shots. Schaefer Cotter for 3. Bang, bang! He said, it's okay. I'm back.
Way outside. And just like that, he's got 8 points since that halftime break, up to a team best 17. Boy, has he been a huge addition these last handful of games.
Oh,
5-point lead. There's a turnover. Julius Ferguson touched it last.
Yeah, man. Schaefer Cotter just basically getting into the right. It's a good screen, and he's got the open. He sees the defender hasn't closed.
You see the closeout coming in late. I think Hortonville almost took a beat as if to say, there's no way he shoots it from there.
Yep.
But he does. And he did. 2:50 left. Working inside, Aiden Sweeney swings it to the corner. 3-ball, veteran, pops off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound and a putback from Pavic.
That's a great offensive rebound from Hortonville. I mean, no one stepped up there for Fondy there to box out, and Hortonville took advantage, and that's all they needed to do there, and they accomplished it.
Byron Jones, a defender magnet, finds Giesland off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, and Jacobitz can't get it to go.
I think Dilling looking for a foul there on the push-off.
Far side pass in with 2:15 left, and it's a 3-point game. Driving downhill with authority is Sweeney, and that's swatted.
Looks like they're going to... Thought it was a reach and foul on the ground, but it looks like it's going to be...
Saying they gave him continuation on it, it looks like.
There we go.
Sweeney's got a chance to come up big here with a couple of free throws. He makes the first. He had 8 points against Fondy back on December 19th, but he went 2 for 12 from the field. Wasn't very efficient. Looking for a little redemption down the stretch here.
And I know you can't see it right now on the camera, but we got about a group of 50 people still on this side of the hoop, on Hortonville's side of the hoop, also cheering on the Cardinals tonight, trying to get that free throw to miss.
Turnover on the inbound. And the 1-point lead is in peril. Hortonville working inside, foul on the way up again. Vetter will head to the line with 2:04. Just when you think the mini 5-0 run is enough to put the Polar Bears away, they've got a chance to take that lead right back where it came from.
Right. I mean, they really turned it around in the second half and into overtime. I mean, in the beginning, you're thinking this is a little bit of a lopside. And in Hortonville, they really came back, and now just like that, back to a tie ball game, and made this one a big fight tonight.
Vetter's up to 9, and he is a pristine free throw shooter, 77%, and 2 for 2 this time. Polar Bears have the lead. They're going to put that press on again, as in spurts, it's given the Cardinals fits. Schaefer-Cotter over to Jacobitz. Ferguson gets vertical and gets across the line in 8 seconds. Jacobitz waving his hands inside. Jones back out to Schaefer-Cotter for 3. Too much. Long rebound by Pavic.
That
and
looked
Hortonville
good.
controls. It did.
That looked good all the way till it didn't.
It was online. Just a bit too much. 1:30 left. A look inside. And Roman Glad draws the foul and 1. 30 comes alive, and he's up to 14 points. 13 of those since the halftime break. Big free throw here. It's off the mark. Offensive rebound from Pavic. He fights on the ground. Jacobitz going to try and force a jump ball, but Coach Hintz called his timeout first.
And like you said earlier, he did have an extra timeout.
He did.
He saved that one from regular time. And like you said earlier, they get an additional timeout. Not both starting at 1, but one additional. Both coaches now at 1. I like that rule.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun rule.
Doesn't completely wipe the slate clean, right? It still rewards you if you saved an extra one like Hintz did in the first half or the second half. Now it's stop and score time for Fondy, right? I mean, Hortonville, they've worked fast. I'm curious to see again how selective they get up 3 with $1:25 left. Fond du Lac's had some good looks down the stretch. They stormed out to a 5-0 run, and then Hortonville met them with an 8-0 run.
Yeah, Fondy needs a big stop here. Get the ball back. They don't need a 3 necessarily right away. Can get a quick 2. But a big stop here would be very nice for Dilling's squad.
Whoever leaves this building today is going to have a heap of confidence going into the last handful of games. Jones forks the ball free, and there's your stop. Fondy's got the ball, 1:15 left as Jones crosses the timeline, down 3. Jones going inside for a high percentage shot, and he puts it off the window and in. 1-point game.
Just like slow motion as he's going into the hoop.
And a reach-in foul called on the far side.
Coach Dilling did not like that call. Let's watch it again and see where this comes from. Not seeing much there, Corey.
You're seeing him bump.
Dillon's trying to talk things over with the coach that made the call.
It's Blake Idle backing into Mikulkiewicz. He goes up and drills his first attempt. Never really saw the swipe across per se.
Yeah, it's a tough call, especially the ref didn't have a great look on it.
Right.
Well, did, but to give it then the call was a little shocking, but that's basketball.
Big free throw here. That's a miss, and Fondy gets the ball down 2. Inside of a minute to go again. Byron Jones driving up the middle. He is stripped. Hortonville coming the other way. Max Chan is stripped. And it stays with the Polar Bears with 50 seconds to go.
And you know, you got the confidence from Jones all night, maybe just a little too much there. I think the defense saw he wanted to drive again and kind of ate that idea up right away.
Schaefer Cotter picked that ball free but touched it last. Fondy puts up a couple of traps, and with 45 seconds left, the ball rests in the hands of Blake Shabilski. He works through a trap, looks inside. Hortonville had 2 players open. They pass out of it, trying to run the clock out here, and as they show their hand, Fondy fouls. Wide open shot, could have gone up 4 and said, we're going to milk this clock a little more.
I'm very shocked. I mean, there was no one inside the perimeter. I mean, that was a layup drill for Hortonville
2 polar
right
bears there too. Yep.
2 polar bears, no Cardinals.
So Idle goes to the line and misses the first attempt.
I mean,
that group of 50 has grown a little closer to 100 behind the hoop now.
100 kids screaming in your face. That's a little tough to shake off.
Right as you're releasing the ball, too. Blake Idle, 64% free throw shooter, tries to split the trip. And he cannot. Mikulkavich with the rebound. Fondy with the ball. 30 seconds left. Down 2 points. All the cards on the table. Schaefer Cotter backs inside and draws a foul. That is foul number 7. So it's a 1-and-1.
It's a 1-and-1.
Oh no, we reset. Nope, he'll have a free throw.
Just taking his time, walking away, getting.
I like it. Ground yourself.
Yep.
Make the first one, and he's got a chance to tie this for his team.
Oh, what a game here we got tonight.
Man.
Just over 20 seconds to go. Here's Schaefer Cotter at the line.
He misses the attempt. A fight for the ball on the way down, and a jump ball goes to Hortonville. Everybody was pointing in their own direction there.
Yep, everyone wants the ball. Jump ball, unfortunately, not on their side for that possession, but that means now it's going back if it happens again.
And now Matt Hintz wants to take a breather, which I feel everyone can benefit from at this point.
You are correct. Got another exciting game after this one, though.
Yes. So Hortonville, the girls basketball team, also visiting here for the girls basketball team for Fond du Lac. That will get underway about 15-20 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. And then we'll press the reset button and do it all over again. That's also a rematch from back on December 19th. The Cardinals looking for a little revenge on their end. So you turn the tables. Fond du Lac's men's team won it in the first round, and then Hortonville's women's team won their end in the first round. So we'll see how everything ends up after tonight's doubleheader. This one still far from over, 21.2 seconds left. Coach Hintz burns his final timeout. Dilling still has 1 left. Hortonville's got the ball up 2.
This is just a sit back and watch moment for me, I think.
Yeah. A lot has happened.
A lot has. But here we go. One last push for both teams to try to close this one out. Get their fifth wins of the season.
All 10 players on the left side of the court. See what kind of route tree they draw up. Shabilski is ripped with 19.1 left. He'll go to the line as a 67% free throw shooter. And he's going to have about 120 of his closest friends back there. How about that?
It's worked so far.
First. Got the double-decker bus back there.
It has worked so far.
Hey, you called it early. It was a group of like 50, and it just kind of grew. The game got even more interesting. Now we got that going on. Blake's second shot is up and through. He's ice cold. His team is up 3.
Now we got to remember, too, Fondy does have the timeout still.
They do.
So if they get a quick bucket here, they don't have to move super fast, but they got to go quick. Here we go.
15 seconds. Schaefer Cotter crosses the timeline. Fondy down 3. Schaefer Cotter inside, goes for the layup, doesn't make it. Got a foul. 8.6 left. Hortonville is a 62% free throw shooting team. I don't know the advanced analytics on how they shoot when they got that crowd behind the hoop, but Kellen Pavic is going to have to deal with it again.
For Hortonville, into the Cardinals, number 5, Jensen Jacobitz.
Jacobitz checks in. Pavic misses the first attempt. The kids are going wild. Huge free throw here. As you brought up, Michael, Dilling's got his timeout if he wants to use it. What is the most distracting thing you can do in the next 2 seconds? The second one misses. Another offensive rebound. Max Chan is spun around, and it's his turn to go face-to-face with this crowd.
It's a very, very tough break. You don't get that many missed free throws handed to you very often. Fondy had one job there, Corey. They had one job to do, and it looked like that's why they brought in Jacobitz, too.
With Jones.
Right,
Yep.
right.
Went more size. Chan is unaffected on that first attempt. He's up to 7, 5 of those here since the halftime break.
Fondy does have a timeout. They can heave up a prayer.
Chan's second attempt. His team's already up 4. Make it 5. So Coach Dillon calls the timeout. He'll get the benefit of the inbound. It's going to be bucket, foul, and hope for more misses, and then a heave. That is the best case scenario. Crazier things have happened.
Yep. It's a tough break for Fondy.
Yep.
And they have the opportunity there to grab that offensive board and at least make a push to try to get, 3 points. It's a lot easier to deal with 6 seconds than 5.
Credit to this crowd, man, especially the cluster that started to collect behind the hoop there. Knowing, okay, these free throws are huge. We're in the bonus period. Big conference game. Let's see if we can go heckle. They did a pretty good job.
Fondy staff over there making sure nothing goes too out of hand.
Yeah. Stay behind that line. That one right there. There we are.
That's us, everybody.
Got our awesome cameraman Ike over there. Josh Guy's been our production guru for today. Doing an awesome job. All these slam dunks, replays, everything.
I think it's safe to say the band's back together.
Yeah.
Absolutely. First game called, you and I, Corey, in about 3 years. Let's see what Fondy can do here.
6 seconds. They still have to go the length of the court. Jacobitz over to Mikulkavich. 4 seconds left. Let's go a 3 off the front of the rim. Schaefer Cotter backs up, fades, fires, sinks it at the buzzer, but it's Hortonville by 3 in a huge conference clash. And a come-from-behind victory for a team that was trailing 29-15 at the halftime break before just about everything happened for the next hour. Polar Bears are going to improve to 5-13 overall, 4-9 in the FBA, just a half game behind Fond du Lac, who is 4-13 and 4-8 in the Fox Valley Association. And that's 1 of 2. Got another one coming up.
Here we go.
Let's do it again. We'll step aside here. Do not go anywhere, as it is Fond du Lac and Hortonville Part 2. The girls' basketball team's going to warm up here for the next 15. Then they'll go at it here on Radio Plus Sports.
It's the dawn of a new day for Dr. Kathy Doyle Kelly and Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry.
I'm Dr. Dylan Fogel, and I'm now the new owner of Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry. I'm truly honored to carry forward the tradition of personalized care you've come to know and trust. You'll still see Dr. Kathy and all the familiar faces who make this office feel like home. At Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry, we promise to do everything we can to keep you smiling before, after, and even during your appointment.
Doyle Kelly Family Dentistry will be changing its name to Fogel Family Dentistry in 2026. Find Dr. Dylan Fogel on Fond du Lac Avenue in Fond du Lac.
Okay, let's start with some clouds, some mountains over there, and finally a river. Hey, Dad, look.
Looks like the perfect spot.
American Family Insurance is here to protect your family on the road with the Travel Peace of Mind package.
American Family Insurance.
Visit Brad Tagle of Petra today in Fond du Lac or Ripon.
Let's kick off our rather brief Fox Valley Savings Bank post-game show with our Marion University player of the game. For Hortonville, it'll be Roman Glad. 14 points, 13 of which since the halftime break. Your BCI Burke play of the game. How about the flushes we saw from, yet again, Byron Jones, who took over in the second half and helped Fond du Lac draw closer, eventually force overtime before the Polar Bears ended up victorious by a possession. Airtech presents our next game broadcast, which is in like 10 minutes. We'll get into pregame, and then we will start game 2 of 2 in tonight's doubleheader between Hortonville and Fond du Lac. You're going to want to hop over to our girls basketball stream to see the Lady Cardinals and Lady Polar Bears go toe-to-toe in just about 15 minutes. This has been another high school sports production on Radio Plus Sports.
Gas prices, home expenses, education. Will those costs always go up? Probably. At Winnebago Lutheran Academy, we can help you with one of them. We are a part of the Wisconsin Parental Choice Program, a program which enables qualifying families to receive a quality Christian education at no cost. That's right, zero tuition if you qualify. To learn more, visit WLAVikings.org.
Living it for 4 years, loving it forever.